Hi guys, today I wanted to make a video how you can overcome feeling overwhelmed. This one was a request. Um, Again, guided intelligence. You can follow more content on YouTube. If you like it, please like it. If you subscribe, I guess you can get alerts whenever something new comes up. But nonetheless, just know that I am here for you. And anytime that you feel overwhelmed, fill yourself with more content of positivity than there is negativity in this world. Release all the things that are happening on the outside of yourself. For instance, what's happening around in the world, on social media. A lot of people want to post things of turmoil and what's happening. I'd say eliminate that. Also, when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, pressure, just know that you have the power to be at an ease. You can switch from that thought pattern to a knowing of how you feel in that moment, and change your frequency to remind yourself that, you know what, does this serve me? No. So I am detaching from that thought, and I feel that what I want and what I desire is not serving me. So what I want and desire should be, I know that I'm not feeling overwhelmed. I feel joyous. I feel joyful. I feel at an ease. I feel like what I want and need is coming my way. Trust yourself. Start saying, I trust myself. I trust in you. I trust in the universe. I trust in this process. I have faith. Let go of the doubts and have trust, have faith. It sounds so simple, right? It's just so easy to say that, but I know it's hard. I've been overwhelmed. I was overthinking a lot of things in my life. I was stressed out, feeling, how am I gonna pay next month's rent? How am I gonna buy the healthy, nutritious food for my family? How am I gonna step away from buying, the unhealthy foods? For example, I was thinking, how am I gonna be able to pay my insurance, pay my rent, pay my bills, and then be able to do what I want to do? So I started to change my belief system, and I started to feel differently about my circumstance. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do what I have to do until I could do what I want to do. So when I started doing that, and I started saying to myself, why am I stressing? It's not gonna resolve any of these concerns, any of these problematic issues happening in my life. So I could just release that feeling. What's funny? I had a client today, so it's relating a little bit to a lot of people. This was actually a comment that I had on my post by a lovely lady that I was working with several weeks ago, that she wanted me to work on number 12, which was Overwhelm. And I'm touching on some things that a lot of people have. So don't think I'm pinning on anybody. This is my own experience of financial, of stress, of anxiety, pressure on relationships. I'll be making content about relationships as well. But overwhelming feeling could be anything. I feel overwhelmed about my health, my body, my body image, my manhandles, my life, work, the person that's stressing me out, my family member. Releasing yourself from that attachment is key. Knowing that you have the power to choose, do I have to be attached to that thought? Do I have to be attached to that person? No, you have a choice. Knowing you have complete power over your actions, your thoughts, and everything will set you free. Just be of a knowing. Just know that you have control. Just be that constant reminder to yourself when your brain is not doing you a service, you rewire your brain and tell yourself that you do have the power, that I am in control. You know, if you're overwhelmed of people at your workplace, if you're overwhelmed about, following through with some of the progress that you need to be fulfilling daily and it's overwhelming you, and if you feel like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to fulfill this? Am I going to pursue this? Leave it up to the universe. Leave it up to Source, God. Leave it up to, not to yourself. Don't leave it to yourself. Just keep making progress and keep having hope and the will to carry on. You know, when you fall down, it's all depending on how long you lay there before you get up. It's the same thing. If you go backwards, if you do something negative, if you're in a negative mind state, how long do you stay in that frequency before you get out? Don't dwell in that. You jump out of it and dwell on a longing of having belief, having hope, having will, having a desire, trust, have faith. That's the key. That's the secret. The secret to the whole secret is doing the work, doing the action, making action happen from yourself. You know, it's not easy. It doesn't take a miracle worker or a guru or a scientist or a specialist or a therapist. What it does take is it takes you. It takes you. You can do it. Your doctor can't do it for you. Your therapist can't do it for you. You know, you can be in such a heavy situation that even positive content is not going to do it for you. I was listening to a podcast recently, and it is on impact theory, and it is with Trevor Moawad. It's on impact theory called Control Your Thoughts. And what he talks about is, it's not about doing something that you're uncomfortable with by saying, I am positive, I'm thinking positive thoughts all the time. No. You know that a positive thought is not more powerful than a negative thought. A negative thought is 4 times more powerful than a positive thought. So if you say, I am not able to do this, or I'm worried, or I need this, that is 4 times more powerful. So eliminate the negative thoughts. Okay? Just eliminate. Stop saying those words. If you don't want to say positive things all the time and do positive things all the time, just, if you can do one thing, stop speaking out loud about what you can and cannot do. Don't say what you don't want to happen. Don't say what you don't want. That's the key. You know, it's okay for me, it's okay for me to get mad at say my family and say, don't say what you don't want. Do you want that? Don't say what you don't want. Do that to yourself. Okay? Just don't say what you don't want.